Over the course of the last several weeks, you've heard me talk in announcements, you've heard a countdown regarding PBIS. What is PBIS? Well, to start with, it's all about that maple pride. PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. PBIS is a positive behavior management process to create safer and more effective schools. It is a system of clear, school-wide expectations with consequences and incentives for students. PBIS includes intervention for students when you need help. It also includes recognition and celebration of your successes. How does a positive behavior intervention and support system work? All students follow the same set of rules and expectations throughout all areas in the building. These rules and expectations are displayed as a matrix, which is posted in every hallway and classroom. We'll have more about the matrix later in this slideshow. When students follow the rules and expectations, they are recognized in positive ways. When students do not follow the rules, there are planned consequences to help them get back on track. In the first slide, we talked about showing your maple pride. Well, what does PRIDE stand for in relation to PBIS? PRIDE stands for productivity, respect, integrity, determination, excellence. These are all attributes that every student and adult in this building and in the district should show on a daily basis. How does an Adrian Middle School 7-8 student show their pride? How do you show productivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence? To be productive, fulfill your role as a student. You are here for an education. You're here to learn. Don't let anything distract you from that mission. This is what every adult in this building wants for you, is that you get an education. Be productive. Respect. Honor the thoughts and feelings of others. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. How do you want to be treated? Treat other people the way you'd want them to treat your best friend or your sibling. Integrity. Be honest, be trustworthy, and do the right thing, no matter who's watching. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Determination. Work hard, even when it's challenging, especially when it's challenging. Choose to do difficult things and complete them with determination. When something gets hard, that's when you need to be determined. Do not quit. See it through to the end. Excellence. Prepare to perform well in your work as a student as well as a citizen. Be extraordinary. Right now, as you complete and do things in your life, you're developing habits that are going to be with you for the rest of your life. Choose to challenge yourself and strive for excellence, and that will become a habit that you take with you when you graduate from high school, when you go to college, when you have a job. Your future will be bright if you strive for excellence in everything you do. I spoke earlier that part of the PBIS system is that there's a matrix for how students should behave in different situations in different areas of the school. You will find that there's a matrix for the classrooms, such as this one, for the hallways, for the cafeteria, and for the restrooms. Each area has its own set of expectations under each letter of PRIDE. For example, in the classroom, to be productive, you need to be prepared. Bring your materials with you. You need to be organized, and you need to be on task at all times. Respect in the classroom. Keep your volume at a conversational level. Listen actively. Be kind to everyone. Integrity. Be principled. Follow the rules and expectations, and be honest. In terms of determination, you need to stay on task. You need to complete assignments, and you always need to try, no matter how difficult things get. To be excellent in the classroom, go above and beyond what the expectations are. Be a positive role model for everyone. And as always, be extraordinary. You also see a matrix for the hallway. To be productive in the hallway, stay to the right, face forward, and always walk in the hallways. Respect in the hallway, keep your volume at a conversational level, speak politely, keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. What does integrity look like in the hallway? Utilize passing time for restroom and drinks. Stay drama free. Cell phones, electronics, and other devices need to be turned off and put away. Determination in the hallway. Walk directly to your next location. Use your own locker and be on time to class. In excellence, walk 2 by 2 in the halls. Always use the right hand doors and keep the hallways clean. In the restroom, what does pride look like? Flush. Always wash your hands and make sure you return to class quickly and aren't wasting time in the hallways. Respect in the bathrooms. Allow for the privacy of others. Report issues you find in the bathrooms to the office so that they can be corrective. Integrity. Keep the area free of graffiti. Dispose of trash properly. Be mindful of your usage of soap and other products so that we aren't wasteful. Determination. Be independent. It's an alone job. Enough said. Excellence. Take care of your school. Clean up messes when you see them in there. Make sure your paper towels gets in the trash. Don't write on the mirrors. Keep it graffiti free. In the cafeteria, how do you show your pride in the cafeteria? Productivity. Dispose of your trash in the proper receptacle. Take the required half cup of fruit or salad and use hand sanitizer properly. What does respect look like in the cafeteria? Keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. Use positive, non-offensive language and keep conversational tones. Integrity in the cafeteria. Food, candy, and drink remain in the cafeteria during class times. Dispose of your gum before entering the line. Use the box that's provided for you down here. Pay for all your food that you take. Determination, join the end of the food lines. No cutting, please. Remain at your table until dismissal. You should not be up going from table to table during lunch. If you're getting up, it should be to dispose of your trash or because you're going to get more from the cafeteria. Remember to collect your belongings and take care of stuff when you are finished. Excellence in the cafeteria. Use your manners. Please and thank you. Respect school property. Wait to eat until you get to the table. And as always, respect the expectations of our outstanding staff in the kitchen and in the cafeteria and the supervisors. Over the course of the next several days, when we return to school next week, you will be going to your mentor groups 3 days in a row. During those mentoring groups, there will be lessons taught on each of these different areas of the school and how you show your pride in those areas. Make sure you are attentive and productive during that time so that you can learn how to be excellent when applying these standards. A big part of PBIS is a way that you can show your pride and earn Maple Bucks. Students caught in the act of doing the right things will receive tickets that can be redeemed for prizes and rewards throughout the school year. Show your pride and earn Maple Bucks. How can students earn Maple Bucks? Maple Bucks will be our system for student recognition. Maple Bucks will give you the credit you deserve for positive actions. Some of the ways that you can earn Maple Bucks throughout the course of the year: speaking in an appropriate tone of voice in class, walking on the right side of the hallway, waiting patiently in line in the cafeteria, entering and exiting the bus appropriately. Yes, eventually bus drivers will have Maple Bucks and you can earn them for your behavior on the bus. Being kind to everyone and staying drama free. Going above and beyond in class or anywhere in the building. Being productive in class. Showing leadership by taking care of your school. These are just some of the ways that you will be able to earn Maple Bucks. So who will be awarding our Maple Bucks? Maple Bucks will be rewarded by all staff, all adults, including your teachers, substitute teachers, counselors, the main office, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, custodians. All of these people are the adults in the building who want nothing more than to see you successful and happy. They will be on the lookout for you doing the right things, for you showing your pride, being productive, being respectful, having integrity, being determined, and being excellent. And when they see you doing these things, they have the opportunity to award you a maple buck. The maple bucks will be in the form of either tickets or, for certain behaviors that we are focusing on that week or that day, actual maple bucks that you saw on an earlier slide. Any of the people who see you engaged in doing the right thing will be able to award you a maple buck or a ticket. What are maple bucks good for? Here's a menu of just some of the things that you can redeem maple bucks for. You'll see it's divided into categories of low, medium, and high. If you earn 5 maple bucks, you can redeem it for something in the low category. That could be a tardier lunch detention forgiveness, a selection out of a grab bag that we'll have in the office that has prizes and candy. It could get you the opportunity to leave early for lunch. You could choose to bring a drink or snack to class. You will be able to see this menu other places. That's just a few of the items in the low category. In the medium category, you might have the chance to move your teacher's chair to your desk for the hour. You could choose to eat lunch with a preferred adult at school with a friend. You may get a free homework pass. You could teach a portion of the class. You could choose to have additional library time during a class of your choice where you could go down to the library and read a book if that's something you like to do. You could choose to wear a hat to school. Those are things in the medium category. And finally, in the high category, if you earned 15 maple bucks, you could choose to drop your lowest quiz score. You could get in free to a high school sporting event. If you get up to 20, we are working on getting some gift cards from the community, such as MJR or Family Video. You could have the office order and pay for your lunch to have it brought in for you. That's if you get 20. If you get up to 30 maple bucks, you can pick 3 friends and choose some time during the day to go to a certain location and play the Wii game or Xbox, whatever we come up with. So as you can see, earning maple bucks gets you some things that you're going to want to participate in and some prizes that you're going to want. Now, as we all know, there still are going to be instances where students make poor choices. And as always, just like there are now, there are consequences for those poor choices. It will be in a much more systematic, regimented way. Teachers will now be filling out this referral form that you see here. If you get sent to the Guidance and Accountability Center, aka ISS, the teacher will also be filling out one of these forms, and just like now, if you get too many referrals or so many referrals, there are consequences built in for that. And obviously, based on the behavior, just one referral to GAC can result in some additional consequences. However, this form will allow us to monitor those much better to make sure that we are staying up on when students hit certain levels that will then earn them either a full day of ISS, after school detention, lunch detention, or even out of school detention based on what is there. So the whole goal of PBIS is to make sure that everyone is aware of what the expectations are, what the rules are, and how you should act in the hallways, the classroom, the cafeteria, the restrooms, everywhere in the building, and that we want to teach that and make sure that everybody is aware of that so that you know what it is that you have to do to be extraordinary and to be excellent. However, as in anything else in life, there are consequences for those poor choices, and those still apply and still will be administered as necessary. Throughout this presentation, we've talked about the reasons that we as adults in the school district think that we need to implement a positive behavior intervention and support system. But a good question is, what do you get out of PBIS? First of all, you're going to get a productive learning environment where you can get your learn on and get the education that you both need and deserve. Secondly, this will increase positive communication between you and your teachers and other adults in the school. PBIS will give you the chance to shine and be recognized. Ultimately, PBIS will help you to develop habits that will help you to have a successful future. The habits you develop now in middle school, soon in high school, will be habits that you take with you to college, to careers, and into whatever you do in life to have a successful future. Oh, and let's not forget, you're going to get Maple Bucks that you can redeem for some pretty cool prizes throughout the year. So, before I sign off and you all head back to class, let's review what PBIS is. First of all, PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. Through PBIS, we will create common expectations in all areas of the building. We will teach these expectations to all students and reteach them when necessary. Most importantly, we will recognize students caught doing the right things and reward them with Maple Bucks. Finally, we will have a structured and consistent system of consequences when students need help meeting those expectations. So overall, what's the goal of this whole PBIS initiative? We want to create an environment, a school, where students and teachers love to come to work and learn. A school where you as a student enjoy being here and are learning to the maximum of your abilities. So what happens next with PBIS? Next week, you will meet with your mentor groups on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to go over behavior expectations in different areas of the building. Your mentor will be teaching a lesson that corresponds to those areas of the building and the matrices that goes with it. Part of these lessons will be videos created by your classmates. I'd like to thank Mr. Miles and his students in his Introduction to Computer Sciences course for their hard work over the last 3 or 4 weeks creating these videos so that they can go along with the lessons that you'll see next week. You will start to see posters in the classrooms and hallways related to PBIS. You've probably already seen some of these, but you will see more in the weeks to come. Monday, January 23rd, we will begin to award Maple Bucks. Some may be awarded at random, starting as early as next week. And remember, these Maple Bucks can be redeemed for prizes and privileges based on their point value. I want to thank each of you in advance for your participation in this initiative. This truly is your school. This initiative is about you. The goal is to create a learning environment in a place where you want to come to learn and have fun with your friends, but you understand what the expectations are, and there's a structure in place that allows you to realize your fullest and maximum potential. You're doing a great job this year. Keep up the good work. Keep being extraordinary, and let's get our PBIS on.